Okay, so we got 2 days to burn 700 tokens, 17 million. Sorry. So we're gonna go back through some of these prompts and see if we can knock out some things that were a little bit more technical that I think could be fun to build out. And so next up is mail paper, or highlights only. Sorry. We built out a lot of this functionality for this, and we ended up taking a break because some of the things that we've been working on are more likely to be how should I put this, monetizable. Wow, that's because monetized. So, and we weren't quite sure how we were going to pull it off, and so we put highlights only to the back burner. However, we just got access to the MCP of Readwise, which could help us do a few more things that could be fun. All right, so let's see what we can do. Like, essentially, this is probably the most detailed, one of the most detailed gem prompt framework docs that we have. Like, it's so long ago that we haven't even uploaded front end user stories because we didn't know that we needed that. But now we know that we need back end and front end user stories. So that means it's been a while since I've touched this product. Okay, so let's see what we've done so far. So we've done part of the curate stuff. I need to start adding comments. I don't know why I didn't add a comment for this, why it's highlighted, but it hasn't been done yet. Let's move past that. Okay. So we got curate. Okay, anytime a highlight selected, post. So if I go here and curate it, now. Oh, so we gotta do subscriptions, which would be under discover. Okay. You have some not real here. Let's move this up here. You have some fake or hard-coded users. Yep. Okay. Well, actually, let's table that for a second. When on the discover, we're just going to go through a little UI stuff right now to make sure it feels good. When a user clicks on a publisher, what are we calling them? A curator in the leaderboard area, clicks on the arrow on a curator's card in the leaderboard area, it will open up their curator page in a new tab within their browser, which means that we need to table that for a second. Where's the ad hoc? I created the ad hoc because sometimes you have things that you need to like table because we don't have curator pages up quite yet. So we probably need to do that right now. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. So you got the highlights. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now we need to do the curators pages. Okay. Which means that curator. Okay, so let's go ahead and build out the curator pages because we hadn't done that yet because we weren't ready. But now I think we could probably do that. And then when a person clicks on a curator page link, they see a beautiful reading experience that shows curator's username at the top. People later. Okay, let's separate that out real quick. It's amazing that I haven't done a lot of this stuff recently, simply because I've been so focused on back end things and getting products out the door. And essentially what I'm come to find, which is what I've heard before, is like front end is easier to work with AI or agentic coding platforms than it is back end. And that's why we're building an extension of Unravel to be kind of like a back end resource. Let's see what we got here. To be a backend resource, to make backend as easy as front end, because it really needs like multiple testing. And right now, like when I'm asking Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT to help me with backend stuff, I'm depending on Railway to like you commit and push it to get, and then that deploys it to Railway, which is the backend code. And so Railway will throw off an error. It'll crash and it'll throw off an error. And then I take those error logs and I put it back in the ChatGPT and da-da-da. I would love for there to be an, like what Bolt does for errors. I'd love to have that also in the backend side, where I'm not going back and forth copying and pasting. Like an error pops up and there's an agentic platform or an agent or whatever that is automatically going back and saying, hey, Railway threw off an error, let's go back and fix it. And then it goes back and forth with ChatGPT, Bolt, and Claude. And I don't have to do that because that is what's taking so long. I would love for it to do that, like essentially not 24/7, because that would eat up a lot of credits and could be really taxing for the bank account. But maybe we can get it to a point where it's doing it pretty consistently and it's solving those problems without me ever having to touch it on the back end side, where we're calling APIs and figuring out that the SDK is being called when I really needed the API to be called, things like that, which I just found out was what was holding me back for probably, I don't know, like 12 to 15 hours in Founder PR. Things that were changing. It was changing too many variables and it ended up getting locked out. So it didn't know what was what because things were getting changed on both sides. Oh, so that used 500,000 tokens. Jeez. Why? Why do you use so many tokens, bro? Okay. Okay, cool. Where it says on the profile page in the curate section, I don't know what to say. The share your curator page link, or the link in the cherry curators page area should be the URL, the live URL for the curators page to share out to externally. Oh, you got a guide that shows me how to do this? Well, this is cool. Okay. Yeah, let me know what's happening. Okay, let's go ahead and send that, and then we'll do this. This is great that they're actually helping. I didn't even know that they had this support.bolt.new. This is completely new to me. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. I'm going to try this. I need to burn 17 million tokens in 2 days, so I'm not too bad about this, but I would love to know if it works. So, in this file, you can list any files folders that should be excluded from AI context. Here's our React here. Okay. So yeah, you're telling it. Yeah, we're probably not going to use the git ignore thing. I knew about that, but okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, cool. So highlights only.club, awesome. Got that going, and then yeah, I haven't forked a bolt project yet. None of mine have gotten big enough to need that. So let's do it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick. I'm just taking this bolt. I'm not sure you can see it. I'm just taking this bolt zip that it just came with, and yeah, putting this in here. So let's see. Let's go ahead and name that Hilo code base. What's today's date? 4/19. Cool. Close that. That's awesome. And then let's go ahead and open in Stack Blitz. I can't talk right now. See what's going on over here. Apparently I can fork it. Let's go ahead and fork it. See what, I don't even know what that means. Let's call that V2. So where's my original though? Like I forked it. Now what do I do? Does anyone know? Dashboard. Oh, okay. Well, save the stuff, man. All right, dashboard. And then what am I operating off of? I'm operating off the fork. I thought it forked. What's going on? Oh, it did fork. Okay, so what's this then? Yo, I'm not kidding when I say I don't know what I'm doing. I already forked it, but it's saying like that's highlights only, but I should have a highlights only V2. Is that what this is? But why isn't I don't know what just happened. Okay, so highlights only V2. Let's go ahead and run this whatever the thing was that I need to run. Oh, in terminal too. Cool. Oh, so I'm not even over there anymore. I'm over here now. I'm in V2 now. I'm not even messing with V1 no more. Okay, cool. All right. Oh no, I'm supposed to run something in the code. Where am I at? Where am I at? Paste. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, it's doing it right now. Okay, sorry. This little like turny thing. This little I wasn't sure that was making it work. It's cool. Got a little terminal. Okay. Are you saying it didn't have any files that was crazy? And therefore it's just eating up a lot of stuff for no reason? Because it's eating up 500K per thing. And I'm not too sure. Excellent. Okay, no issues. All right, let's keep going. I guess we're just gonna use 500K every. Oh, are my diffs on? Hold on. Hold on. Ugh, I don't know what that means. Beach previews. Yep, diffs are on. Okay. Well, it shouldn't be eating up 500K for small things then. I would assume. I don't know. I mean, like everyone thinks that there's a theory that they end up costing more tokens than they probably should, because they're making. I'm assuming they're making margin on tokens. So if they're getting charged by Claude or whoever they use, like 5 tokens per character, they might be billing out at 8 tokens per character, so they're saving 3 tokens and they're earning margin. And then on top of that, they're charging $20 a month or $50 a month or whatever. That's my guess. Like, I'm not saying that, and that's not wrong, right? Like, without this, I wouldn't be able to code at all. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't like charge for, like, get margin out of people who have no other option. Like, that's what I would do. Or I'd use bolt.diy, which I'm going to use hopefully next week. I'm going to start trying. Okay, cool. Okay, because it's taking up so many tokens, if I'm going to burn 500,000 tokens, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you larger tasks to handle. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around this like I've been doing. Okay, so you're gonna take on that. And then click on the show me the highlights button. Email address now recorded in the learner user base. In the user database as a learner user. Skip that for now. Because we're not sure if we want to use, like I've always said, we use Superbase last. That way when you're building this database schema, you're not having to update it all the time. That means that you don't have to create row-level securities too early, which means you're going to have to change later depending on your database schema. It also means that you're not going to have to deal with like migration files getting too heavy and heady. It's just easier to just wait a little bit. So we're going to wait for that. User already logged in. We're going to skip that. Oh, I haven't talked about relays. Okay, highlight reel. All right, let's go to here because we need to again wait until we have to do some of this stuff. So curator page. This isn't deployed to highlights only, so I don't think that it will actually go to. Like if we go to their page, I'd be surprised. Oh, I love that copy clipboard. Yeah, it's not set up yet. I mean, we own it. We just haven't. I'm pretty sure we own that URL. Maybe we don't. I just realized that. But we'll have to buy it later if we don't. All right, when learners land on the, let's work on the highlights reel. The highlights reel page. They see the highlights from creators that they are subscribed to. Did we do subscribe yet? You have to kind of build this kind of thing in some level of sequential thinking, because you don't want to build something too early. So I'm not sure we did. That's why we're not going to do relays yet, because relays require a user to be a curator and a learner user. And so we don't want to do relays yet, which is essentially like a retweet or a repost, because that means that we have to have multiple users. As far as like a status, we have to have a learner user and a curator user. If we have multiple users, that means we have to set up the database, which involves setting up the schema. So we want to like keep building out what we have until we're ready for it. And I'm not sure we're ready for it quite yet. So let's keep going. When learners land on the curators that they subscribe to. But I don't think we did subscriptions yet. All right, let's do the clip book. Let's just go ahead and do this one because this is, I think, a little bit easier. When users land on the clip book page, it will look like a canvas where highlights group together. It looks like an open canvas. Highlights that they love. in the clip book, there is a toggle for the user to select grouping highlights together by tags instead of by curator. When the user changes how the highlights should be grouped on the clip book page, they will see a beautiful animation where the highlights fly around the page, finally settling into the selected groups that they should be in, which is indicated by the toggle. Okay, I'm going to do this first. And then I'm going to move, because I'm basically getting it to understand like what a clip book would look like. And then this will be telling it where the highlights are going to be, how the function of the clip book is going to be, which is going to be to group highlights together. And then this bottom one is going to say how we're going to do groupings and how we're going to change groupings. And so we could do like a drop down, you think about Airtable or Google Sheets or whatever, and you can group them together in a drop down. We're just going to do a toggle, and the toggle will allow it to essentially like have them fly across the page and just have hopefully a really cool. So these are how the clip book will work. So I want it, but the UI of this should actually be an open canvas, not like this. So hopefully they'll be able to do that and it'll be an open canvas. So let's see what it's going to look like once we implement the UI and also the grouping aspect of it. And then after that, we'll pause this video and see what we can do on a different one. Gotta make sure I can eat soon. So let's see, hopefully we get there soon. Oh, I didn't even need to. Okay, you were gonna have to do, because you created the clip book probably in right here. Oh no, you updated it. Okay, it was already created. Perfect. Don't like that. These are untagged. I mean, the animation is tight, but yeah, I want it to be. Can you make the switch between the grouped by tags or by curator on the clip book page more like a toggle? Let's see if it can do it. If it can't do it, then we'll tackle this another day, because essentially like we're building out what we think the UI or the UX, like the user experience, would be, and then we'll go back and we'll do the UI, which is like cleaning it up. Like for instance, if someone landed on that page, if it's not a toggle, they won't even know that you're able to click that. See, that's better. I like that it's fast too. Cool. All right, so we're gonna stop there and pick up another project in a second. Again, we got like 17 million tokens to burn, 16 now. So we got to really kind of go through and make sure all of these projects are where we want them to be before the new month sets, which sets in 2 days. So we got to really get to work in building out some of these front ends, and then we can do the back ends next month.